The exhilaration and appeal of sporting events is filled with intense plays and unexpected significant seconds, amounting to the overall glory that makes each sport so beloved. But then there are those moments that defy all conventional understanding, leading to blips in sporting history that provide nothing but utter disbelief, except for the fact that it did occur and will be remembered with sheer skepticism for generations to come. In today's video, we're taking a look at the most unbelievable moments caught in sports. Before we dive into the video, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates. This is Sports Surge. Usain Bolt's segway collision. The 2015 World Athletics Championship showcased the world's fastest man, Jamaican Usain Bolt, with his win in the 200-meter sprint gold medal, as was expected. However, what happened right after caught everyone by surprise. An innovative cameraman, Sung Tao of China's CCTV, decided to ride a segway to trail the agile runner through the track, gliding along to capture the moment Bolt claimed the victory, and his celebration right after. With his eyes focused on Bolt, the cameraman didn't notice the segway was drifting towards a raised camera track. Losing control, the mobile cameraman crashed into Bolt from behind, considering that Bolt was probably the most valuable person on that track at the time. It was a relief that he had only sustained a couple of minor cuts from the incident, especially since it was the cameraman's ego and backside that really took a spill. Pablo Cuevas' no-look tweener. Uruguayan pro tennis player Pablo Cuevas made the headlines in 2019 while competing against top speed Stefanos Tsitsipas in the final of the Estoril Open when he combined two big tennis moves into one unexpected return. In what became the shot of the day, Cuevas produced a no-look hit between his legs that has been dubbed the no-look fake smash tweener, a successful trick shot that was as crazy as it was unexpected. Diego Maradona's Hand of God. The World Cup is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, sporting event in the world, after the Olympics, of course. The event, which is televised and watched by millions around the globe, provides an outcry of impossibility when key moments occur that go past those officiating the game. This was best exemplified during the 1986 FIFA World Cup quarterfinals between Argentina and England. With the game still scoreless early in the second half of the game, Argentine football god Diego Maradona managed to evade English defenders, leading to a contest directly with the goalkeeper, Peter Shilton. The iconic footballer managed to bobble the ball into the net, which ultimately proved the difference in a 2-1 win in favor of Maradona's Argentina. The move eventually became highly criticized, owing to the fact that Maradona managed to score the goal by the use of his hand. At the time, video assistant referee technology did not yet exist, and the referees did not have a clear view of the play, leading to officials giving the ball to Maradona. In reply to the criticism, Maradona told the media that the goal was made using a little with his head and a little with the hand of God. Mike Tyson biting Evander Holyfield. The 1990s was a pinnacle for heavyweight boxing matches, with two of the most famous boxers at their prime, Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, set for a historic match that would be remembered for all time, not because of the match itself, but because of what happened within it. On June 28, 1997, the aggressive brute we all know as the baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson, had been quite vocal about his desire to kill his opponent, leading to the match. With the match being Holyfield's defense of the WBA championship, which he took from Tyson 7 months prior, all eyes were on Iron Mike. As the match progressed, it seemed that Tyson wasn't employing the strategy his camp had proclaimed, with the crowd chanting Holyfield's name by the end of the first round. In the third round, Tyson seemingly lost his composure by spitting out his mouthpiece and biting a chunk out of Holyfield's right ear before spitting it onto the canvas. Despite the pain and brief stoppage, the match resumed. However, Tyson would bite Holyfield's other ear, resulting in Tyson's disqualification with 10 seconds left in the third round. The match notoriously became known as the most bizarre fight in boxing history, and will be named the Bite Fight of 1997. Vince Carter ducking over a 7-footer. Widely considered as the greatest dunker of all time, Vince Carter, who made NBA history as the only player to play 22 seasons in 4 different decades, from the 90s to the 2020s, made his mark in the game of basketball early in his career. During the 2000 Olympic Games, Carter was among the gold-winning U.S. Olympic basketball team alongside Kevin Garnett, Alonzo Mourning, Jason Kidd, and other superstars in the NBA. What stood out, however, occurred in a preliminary win over France, when Vinsanity stole a bounce pass, took 2 dribbles, and went skyward, leaping over 7'2" center Frederick Wise in a slam that would be remembered as one of the most famous and historic dunks in the game of basketball. Even French media dubbed the slam as Le Dunk de la Morte, which translates to the dunk of death. Ibrahimovic's bicycle kick. Zlatan Ibrahimovic is the type of enigmatic player who deserves reverence for his godlike performances in the sport of football. The man who arrogantly and occasionally refers to himself as the world's best player has done quite plenty to justify the proclamation. On November 14, 2012, England played against Ibrahimovic's Swedish team in a friendly match that would lead to a win that has gone down in history for a particular move he displayed. With 12 minutes remaining in the match, with England up 2-1, Ibrahimovic managed to score a hat trick which included a sensational and extraordinary bicycle kick volley from more than 30 yards out after chasing a mishandled save from England's keeper. Many praise the move as the best goal this generation has ever seen. Manu Ginobili swats a bat. During a game against the Sacramento Kings in 2009, Manu Ginobili swatted and captured a bat who flew by him while the game was happening. Late in the first period of the eventual Spurs win, a bat swooped into the AT&T Center and descended onto the court. Players scattered and officials stopped play. Moments after, the bat returned flying near Ginobili, who decided he'd had enough of the game delays, and swatted the bat with his hand, which fell to the floor before grabbing onto it, removing it from the game by giving the bat to a staff member. After the incident, Manu Ginobili received rabies shots to make sure he wasn't infected by the bat in any way. Rory McIlroy's pocket shot. At the second round of the 2014 PGA Tour Championship in Atlanta, Rory McIlroy found himself in quite a predicament after his tee shot at the East Lake's 14th hole hit a tree and somehow ended up in a spectator's pocket. The rules of golf stipulate that if you play the ball as it lies, but McIlroy had no intention of retrieving the ball from the spectator, who couldn't help but be surprised from the ricocheted ball. McIlroy was allowed a free drop as the ball in motion was accidentally stopped by an outside agency. So what do you guys think about these most memorable moments caught in sports? We'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. And if you're new to Sports Surge, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and notification bell for future videos. Until next time.